I've learnt so many styles. Forgive me. The study of Kung Fu fighting is ongoing. Don't ever hope to master all of them.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to our Monster Hunter World run-through, where we're dragging this beautiful man right here, the Black Knight, aka Bad Black 28, through Monster Hunter World all the way through Iceborne, and we are
the Masters of None.
Alright, today we starting this hunt up with the Rathalos. The Rathalos is one of my, Rathalos is the poster boy of the, Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
franchise,
Sure.
Rathalos is in every Monster Hunter
So he's
game.
like the Pikachu.
Yeah, he's Pikachu. He's the most famous,
Wow.
But that gets me thinking.
Why are we so lost? How do we all get separated like this?
That's a very good question. I don't know. My scout flies disappeared on me. You know how they do.
Right.
And I was lost from there. Somehow we lost our new player here.
So what happened is...
But he's the most successful to get to the monster. You got us,
That's because he's following the...
We got 100+ hours in this game, and somehow we get more lost than our new player on the way to this fight. It's ridiculous. See how this goes here. Yeah, pretty good is now.
Oh, yeah.
He gotta really do better with managing his X mode.
For sure. Like, just need more training, more time in the training room.
Yeah. Anytime you see a Charge Blade player go at the monster X mode first, he's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
You know he is wrong. Look at his files. Empty.
And
Shield empty. He's just swinging.
now, I would have showed my footage, but the file was messed up or whatever. But I actually made first contact with the monster, like always, and he flew away from me. He saw me, he got scared, he ran away.
Oh, and then he came to this area.
Yeah.
Okay. I got a question. Are we failed teachers? By this time, we were all, pretty decent at this game.
Well, yeah, we're taking them too fast, I think.
I think that's what it is. We're kind of... We need some tutoring. We need some tutoring. That's right in X mode.
Files need charging, but...
Look at this prime bow footage. Killing every Jagras in the forest. I say the Rathalos probably caught like, 100 points of that damage?
No idea.
The Rathalos just sacrificing themselves for the Rathalos. I mean, the Jagras.
And the Rathian just sitting over there watching her husband get beat to death.
Floyd, are you okay, Floyd? You got it?
Help! Help!
Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you to it.
Come back! Alright, so you're out there with the flying fish.
With the fish, yes, man.
How's that working out?
They feel exactly how they look.
Floppy.
Floppy, like it feels like it's just flattening against the monster. It's water element, so it sounds. So you hit that water splash, and it just really helps with the visual, as it just flaps into the monster.
That is
quite satisfying.
That is the funniest thing.
Quite satisfying.
Alright, so now Rathalos is limping away because we've abused him for a solid 2 minutes.
Yes. X mode going.
Files still need charges.
Still need to be charged. Alright, he's gonna get it though.
I could have sworn you were gonna make the defenders.
Well, yeah, I told him to make the defenders, but he was like, well, what if I don't want to make that one? I was like, you know what, you're exactly right. I said Monster Hunter World is all about, there are meta sets out there, but, it's all about the look and what you want to make. So I had him go through the weapon chart and the weapon tree. He was like, he think that one looked cool. I was like, cool, make that.
Alright, well.
Make that,
It do be like that.
That's why I'm running.
Run like Naruto. Run like Naruto.
That's why I'm running with Flappy Fish. I thought they were cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got my meta sets and my optimized sets, but I
just,
also have my
they're
fun
not even
sets.
frozen fish.
Oh my gosh, did you see that mess?
Yeah.
How did he miss that shot?
The other night, I was bored, so I decided to make, the highest damage set I could make with everything I had available, and I just went in the low rank and killed everything in it.
Oh, what was your time?
I wasn't really paying attention to it, but it couldn't have been more than a minute per monster.
Nice. Did you see that excellent? Somebody launched me. I don't know who it was. I think it was I think it was Black Knight that launched me up. But right as I landed his back, final hit. I thought it was
Classic.
perfect.
Immaculate.
Perfect.
Delicious.
Who we hunting here?
Terrific.
Who was this?
I believe this
was
is the Pookie Pookie.
Oh, high rank Pookie Pookie, yeah. Okay. I think a couple of us done had some weapon switches. E from NC using that, the spear tuna. The spear tuna, the great sword, what is it?
This is big fish.
Yeah, the big swordfish.
Yeah. Marlin.
Yeah, Marlin, that's the word I'm looking for.
I whipped out the Zappy Drake Horn.
Drake Horn, going to hunt horn.
I haven't played Hunting Horn in a while. More than a little bit rusty.
I think he just wants to use a big axe. And if that's the case, I think I'm gonna try to either push him to switch axe. And if he doesn't like switch axe, he can always go back to charge blade. But I'm gonna suggest the long sword.
Right.
Okay. Long sword. I feel like he could be very successful with the long sword.
Who can't?
Why did he jump right there?
He was probably trying to roll. You know how in this game sometimes you try to roll, and if the monster's moving, you'll just dolphin dive.
Yeah.
It's the tragedy of evasion.
But it always happens when you don't want it to. I hate that.
Like when you're trying to do some legend.
And you Superman dive off the ledge.
Like a
get fainted. So I've discovered that the insect blade is very fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time using it. Go ahead, newcomer. He is gonna chop that wing off. It's the last thing he do. Oh, got a flank there. Nice.
Files need charge.
Needs to charge. Nope.
Good grief. All in all, this is going pretty well.
Yeah, this is going really well. So this right here happens. Oh wait, no, he ain't doing it here. But there's a couple of times where like he needs to heal. So what he does is he walks away from the entire fight, and and you never do this. He stands completely still and drinks a potion.
Yeah. Yeah. Never. I can understand it though. I can see why he would do that.
I mean, yeah.
But it's a classic noob move.
Yeah, you learn to do that. Like, if you're playing solo, you learn not to do that very quickly.
Oh, yeah. Unless you get
trampled. You gotta run.
You get murdered in the middle of healing.
Nah, unless this is GU. In GU, when you take a potion, you have no choice but to stand still, because you gotta drink it, then you gotta put it away, then you gotta flex, then you can move again.
Flex it on the monster.
Right.
Oh, that's trash.
Ooh, that was a nice hit. I think this is E from NC's like first time hunting with a great sword. And there's a couple things I could point out wrong here, but
Going for the tail.
That right.
Classic sword move.
He hasn't put his sword away. When you're using great sword, it's really you gotta stick and move. You gotta hit the monster, put it up, roll, dive, and run, then hit him again.
You put the sword away half of your time.
Right. Most of your hunts is spent putting your sword away.
Fantastic. Absolutely fabulous.
Yeah. Rathian all in the way. So we could have like smoother hunts. I kept some dung pods on me.
Right.
Good hit. Very successful hunt, in my opinion.
Another fantastic hunt.
Fantastic. Beautiful guy.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, now we just sort of, dick around.
So right here,
for a
he's trying to
minute.
figure out how to get all 3 of the charge hits, but he's not holding forward,
Right.
to get the next charge.
Okay.
So
he just keeps
tapping wire.
slapping it with the side of the fist.
He's just tapping wire.
Wow. I think he did it earlier.
hmm I think he did it after this hunt. Maybe he done it one time while we was hunting.
Maybe it was
No, he definitely did. But I don't think he realized he was holding forward then. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now he got to get the charge timing good,
Right.
The flare.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Never played Great Sword. Well, that's not true.
You just play great sword. It's fun.
I mean, I'd love to. They ain't got the rocket power Great Sword, up to snuff no more. So, what's the point?
I mean, you can layer now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying that you can get the best stat Great Sword with the best looking Great Sword?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Now who is this? This is Anjanath?
Yes.
Yeah, high rank Anjanath.
I just thought it was funny. He jumped onto the rock to jump off to the rock. I hate Rathian.
Why?
I don't know, man. She's be in the way all the time. Just show up out of. She's almost like an invader. Almost.
In her area, yeah. I guess.
Yeah. Like in her area.
The
she's like
thing
an
could be
invader.
up straight in the axe mode. Straight in the axe mode. That defender set is really good though. For a low rank. He ain't taking no damage. Except for right there. I stand corrected. But now watch this.
You see where he rolled through the roar? What a pro.
You got a whole thing going on in his background. Just standing still.
Facing the wall.
Facing the wall. At least he's looking at what's going on.
Right.
Stop, take another. Alright, back to the action. He's ready.
Okay, I think I was using the bow in this one. Wasn't
Yeah, you using the Uragan bow.
Yeah, wasn't super fantastic. I gotta be honest.
I feel like there's some good things you can do with it. Isn't it? It's a blast element, right?
I don't know. I've never played bow. I just made it because it looked cool and I had the materials. And since we're out here, messing around, I figured I might as well try it out. Didn't know what I was doing at all.
Well, it definitely looks.
Look at me getting rolled up the hill.
I can use I'm pretty good at using bow, but I think I only use like 2 of them.
You know what? I'll tell you exactly why, man.
Wow.
I had the material, and also I had a mighty bow jewel.
Something I don't have and will probably never get. I'll never get it.
Yeah, I made it, just to flex, just to show off.
Stand still. Strength explosion. Oh no, this is a good time. I've been having a real fun time, going back down the little rink and, helping to pull him up, the Iceborne.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So we can really get some, some good hunts in, some longer hunts.
Well, we're definitely going to need to give him more training.
Oh, definitely. By the time we get to Iceborne, we'll have it together. We'll have it.
Knockout.
Straight in there. He gonna love it when he can do that Savage Axe mode.
What is that?
You ain't seen the Savage Axe mode?
No.
So like when you do the super amp element discharge or whatever,
Right.
you hit the left trigger and he'll spin around and like the head will start to spin. And it does extra, like I want to say foul damage or something like that, or elemental damage.
That's cool.
But it's really cool.
Wow, that's a savage axe. Look at me, I'm sliding. I'm shooting, I'm sliding.
That was a nice little thing up they had there.
Synchronized. Sure.
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. He's about to drink another potion, yeah.
And then he rolled before he finished drinking.
He's watching his back at least,
Yeah. Trample again. Okay.
So I'm using the insect glaive, and you know, trying to target the specific spot of the monster's body to extract the specific extract you're trying to get to, it sometimes ain't as easy as it looks.
Right, right.
Yeah. Because you'll be aiming for the head, he'll turn and you'll hit the tail. And then you try to aim again, he'll turn, you hit the tail again. You know.
So it takes a little more precision than just shooting off your bow gun.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna get your angle on this. See how you're doing. Oh, you got all 3 of your colors there.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh wow, look at you. Yeah. Now this is something I didn't know about the insect blade. When you jump from one part to the other part, you do damage the whole way.
Yeah, you spin around. It looks cool.
It is.
Yeah.
You look like a professional, monster hunter. Trained killer.
It reminds you of the opening to, what was it, Monster Hunter Ultimate 4 trailer?
I
mean, the opening scene where he comes through the desert with the dual blades and he jumps and he spins all the way down to Diablo's back.
Nah, I have no idea what that is.
You gotta see it.
You're in blue sharpness, you might want to sharpen sometime soon. I gotta say, it is definitely a cool weapon.
It's a very cool weapon. Even it's cool, like, once you get the hang of it and you're just out there controlling the insect, moving him how you want. You can charge the insect with your slinger ammo and he does extra damage.
Don't you mean Kinsect?
I say insect. Well, you get what I'm saying. Kinsect. Anyway. And like you can send him out there, you can like mark a spot on the monster's body.
Right.
And he'll go out there and he'll just continuously attack that spot.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's got stamina. And it's kinda cool. You're just fighting with a bug.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, you just fight with a bug.
It's okay, so like if you wound that part, he's also getting that bonus damage.
Yeah,
yeah. Wow, that is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, E from NC wanted to line up, the big chop,
the big
chop
slash.
And I'm super proud that he got it the first time, because it took me a long time to be able to do this.
Spoilers.
And whacked him for 978.
That was awesome.
It was good. Whacked him.
Man, he was just standing there completely flabbergasted.
Oh yeah. He's tired. And somebody comes up to you with a giant frozen swordfish, takes it, and pulls it all the way back and wind it up as hard as they can and hit you in the head with it while you sleep. You gonna wake up?
I think I might just die.
You gonna wake up and say, "Hi guys, how you doing?" Or are you gonna stand there, trying to figure out what just happened to you? Why do you have an instant concussion?
If it's enough to stun a T-Rex, I think I'm just gonna. I think I will go to a hospital.
You're not going. Someone's gonna drive you.
Yeah, of
to
course.
the hospital. You don't call the ambulance. You're gonna wake up after surgery, sir.
What happened?
You don't want to know.
I
got an instant taste for fish for some reason.
No, you're instantly afraid of fish. You just see it and your body knows.
You just react. Yeah. Your last encounter with a fish was not a good one.
Alright, so y'all spend a good long time fooling around up here.
Yeah.
I switched to the gun lance.
I'm pretty sure we was having some important conversation about some kind of important strategy for this hunt. Yep. I'm sure.
Yep.
Sure of it.
Yep.
Oh, I switched to greatsword here too.
This is my first time ever using the gun lance. I played Monster Hunter 3 one time on the DS. I couldn't figure out anything. I was like, oh, gun lance, that sounds cool. I couldn't figure anything out, and I was so confused, I just quit, and I never played it again. And so, Monster Hunter World was it's the only real Monster Hunter experience I have.
Right.
Anyway, using the gun lance was fun. I couldn't figure out how to reload my shell. So, there was a part where I'm just sort of standing around getting whacked by getting whacked by pink refuge. Just trying to figure out how to reload. Turns out it's B.
it is B.
Yeah, reading is fundamental.
Right.
So I was, shelling and poking and all that stuff. I saw wyvern steak. I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Let's try that. Couldn't figure out how to use that.
Well, you gotta load it first, and that's the real kicker. You gotta figure out how to load it first.
Yeah, exactly. I was so confused. I'm like, how do I load this thing?
None of these weapons are user friendly, you know, without reading the manual first, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta read the manual first. Whoever thought of these crazy weapons in this world is a madman.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter training program must be intense, hasn't it?
Before you're cleared to actually go out and hunt a monster, you gotta make sure that if you get struck with lightning or charged over by a large T-Rex, that the worst thing that's gonna happen to you is you're gonna faint.
Right.
We have to train that into you.
And then they train the palicos to run out there, grab you, throw you on a cart, and run away before the monster
just
can get
dump you in the camp.
Which is a slap in the face, if you ask me. But
Oh, yeah.
oh, okay. So he's on the hill.
Oh, but back to what you were saying about, you know, your first experience with Monster Hunter was Monster Hunter 3. Those older Monster Hunter games, man, they are clunky.
They are not user
They
friendly.
are not user friendly, man. We played GU. Now, my first experience was Monster Hunter World.
Right.
But as far as like the older one, GU was my first experience with that, and I was just like, how did this game get so popular with these controls
Exactly.
like this?
I was so flabbergasted.
Yeah, but like the more you play it, you know, I just kind of got used to it, you know, and I was just like, you know what, this is a really good game, you know.
Sure.
Like I believe that all those older ones are just as good as World, you know.
You know,
It's
graphics
fun.
have come a long way.
Oh, a ton. Like the leap from Monster Hunter Ultimate 4 Generations or whatever to World is
Insane.
ridiculous. It's like night and day.
And the game just looks good, it sounds good,
Yeah.
it plays good.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
get whacked.
Knock him out of the sky.
Which is
I
the
knew
best
here.
thing ever.
He's trying to crouch to stop the poison.
Right, because in the
wrong.
older Garon fight,
Right.
you had to crouch to get
stop the
bleeding.
bleeding, yeah.
So, you know, he just transferred that information. Not so. But
Prime example of relative knowledge failing. Oh, it's all right.
in the older games, right? If you got a Rathalos, whatever, floating in the air, can you knock him out?
Yes, but here's the thing. So you know how we got slinger pods, right?
Right.
You don't have like a slinger pod or a slinger ammo in the older games. You have like a ball that you have to throw. You can't aim this ball, okay? So you gotta throw it and hope you hit your mark.
That
you
is
know?
awful.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard.
And don't get me started on bow guns and anything that you gotta aim.
Right.
Because there is no aim. Well, there is aim, but
I don't believe you.
it is super inconvenient. You know, I can't use them.
But I was gonna say, you know, knocking a monster out of the sky is one of the best feelings.
Oh yeah, that right there,
Like,
like perfect.
Oh, that was great.
That was perfect.
It would have killed a normal man.
But these hunters are anything but normal.
Man, that was nice.
Straight across. I love the way the great sword has that little charge in the air and it kind of boosts you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Best thing for mountain monsters, man.
What? God,
Next
I
to
wish
insect glaive and
I
hammer.
wish my footage had came through on this because we actually landed on them at the same time.
Oh,
It was perfect and synchronized hunting.
that was nice.
Oh well,
We're pros at this, man.
we are.
Pros at this. I can say that out of all the games I've ever played, I'd say I'm the best at this game. I'm
Yeah.
good enough to say that someone else isn't good. You know?
Right, yeah, okay.
But this is the only game I'm that good at, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm immaculate at everything. I don't know what to tell you.
Nah, just
Can't relate.
just drip excellence everywhere.
Yes. I pick up the controller and I immediately know what I'm doing.
I see.
You know, during the MK, you know, the Mortal Kombat episode, I was going easy on you guys, so I didn't want to make you look bad.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. Nergigante, my favorite monster in this game.
It's my favorite monster.
I'm gonna tell you why he's my favorite though. Every move, every time he hits you, he has a way of making it feel personal.
Yeah.
I feel like every time you get hit by Nergigante, it's because he truly hates you.
Oh yeah. he you're alive and he doesn't want that. Personally.
He truly hates you.
You walked up to him and it was on site.
On site, like.
Let's get this started.
Ain't no ifs, ands, or but. I'm going to fly up as high as I can, and I'm going to land on top of you and drag you through the ground.
It don't matter where, it don't matter when, you're gonna catch these claws. But I love his music, his design, his lore. Yeah,
he's great.
Amazing.
Great. A newcomer here getting in some really good hits here.
Oh yeah.
Getting in some really good hits.
My only thing is, I feel like we all should have just went down to, regular high rank armor, so he could really feel this hunt.
Just really feel the hunt.
Oh yeah. Because as it stands, we're just bodying my baby. My boy.
What they
done to my boy.
Who's that got him out?
Can't tell you.
I can't.
It's me. But yeah, this
that was me missing a super amp element discharge. Like I told you, out of 10 times of doing that move, I might land 1 or 2, maybe. But I'm missing every other time.
There's a key to it. There's a trick. I'm not gonna tell you about it.
I'll figure it out. Well, actually, I'm just gonna quit on that altogether and just exclusively use Savage X mode.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say just keep doing it.
No, I'm gonna quit.
Fair enough.
But do what works.
I only ever really go for it if the monster is stunned or if he's down or paralyzed,
Hey, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Listen at me. Listen to it go. I would sing it, but I can't sing.
Uh-oh. Ooh, we landed it down.
Ooh!
If only those files was charged.
I know.
And that shield was charged.
But look at that Zenogre hammer. Ooh, look at it. Immaculate. Beautiful. Lightning flying everywhere. Me and Ephraim NC, dual hammer bros.
I see.
He's got the Super 8 Galaxy Lord thing.
Oh yeah, it's a cool hammer, man.
It is.
Cool hammer. Just as cool as the Wild Ignition.
Probably cooler, but nah.
Oh, why? Because it's a hammer?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you have that.
I appreciate it.
That's cool. Oh yeah, we got double thing. I'm using charge blade here. We got 2 charge blades, 2 hammers.
So here we were talking about how we're gonna bomb them and double hammer, smash them over the head. It didn't go that way.
Yeah, because if I recall, he was awake and standing there, ready to get personal again.
On site. On site.
On site. Yeah.
Like,
back here in this area, he's just real angry back here.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm so angry. I don't like this wall in my room. I don't like this wall.
Smash this wall. Smash that one.
Yeah. Wall's got to go.
One of the other cool things about this game is how the terrain can open up, and make more terrain or less terrain or environmental hazards.
Right.
Just cool.
Oh, here it is right here. So. So he really felt how. Personally, Nerd Gake could get in that moment.
That was his first real experience. And toss him off the card.
It's okay. We've all been one shot by that move multiple times.
Can't relate.
I've been one shotted out of hunts. I come back and got hit by that same move, faint back to back.
Oh, good grief.
It just happens.
It happens. But the fight immediately ends with this. And Bad Black is still trying to make his way back.
I'm super upset that he ain't get to get his carve in, but it's all right. There's a stronger Nergigante out there that
of course,
just be better.
My question is, was this killing the monster while you're trying to come back, was that worse than killing the monster while everyone's trying to trap it? So
I guess you're right, because if we trap it, then everybody gets a nice chunk. So
okay.
But
you've ruined the plan twice.
I know.
E for BSC, he only did it once, so I think you're still the worst.
Alright, I'll keep the belt for worse.
He was so close. Look at him.
No, he was. Just a little too far. If he had that other camp, it would have been better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You saw how he immediately started drifting towards the mining outcrop.
Yeah, but
We got plot.
Hey,
oh, plot's always great.
I really like that outfit on the hammer.
Well, look who's still
Yeah, it's a
with
cool one.
us.
That's the
Sure.
makes it look like a little
Elder
butterfly.
dragons eating other elder
Sure,
dragons. Wonderful.
Yeah, but,
That clears some things up.
Anyway,
we
we're gonna wrap it up right here. This has been fun.
How could we know?
We're just gonna let this play you guys out. But in the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you can see our next upload whenever we drop it.
There is good.
And as always, we have been
The Masters of None.
Other elder dragons should revert to their usual behavior. You did good. So, you ready to go? What's wrong?
No, there's a piece of the puzzle missing. How did this area end up becoming such a hotbed of energy in the first place? Enough energy to lure in a menace like that and convince it to switch habitats doesn't just naturally happen.
What have we here?